welcome to another exciting live Reiki experience. Whether you're watching this live on TikTok right now or as a past recording, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get started this time with lighting a little Palo Santo. Just kind of set the intention, purify our space before we get going. So I'm just going to light that up right now. Hey there, Ms. Kimmy. Welcome. It's so nice to see you again. Hey, Casserelle. Hello, welcome. I hope you guys have been having a great week so far. Doing excellent, Ms. Kimmy. Doing excellent. We're just going to smudge or smoke cleanse with a little Palo Santo before we get into the Reiki healing, so we can cleanse our space and cleanse the vibes. Hello from Indonesia. Hello, Divinely Divine. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys had a great day today. Thank you so much for joining us and helping us create this beautiful little sacred healing space. Just a little smoke cleanse before we get started. We'll let that keep burning. Hello, Kimmy. Welcome. Anna, welcome. Amari, welcome back. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello from Peru. Welcome. Hello, the Bardess and the Crone. Welcome back. If you guys are new here, my name is Matt and I'm a Reiki Master. Here on TikTok and YouTube, most recently, it beautifies and makes our lives better. It heals, it relaxes, and it calms and it soothes, and it kind of just goes wherever it needs to go. So here just sharing that beautiful Reiki so we could all receive what we need to receive tonight for our highest good. Hello, Ryan. It's so nice to see you again. What term is that, Anna? Is that Reiki you're talking about? So I'm happy to talk about it. Hello, Lydia. Welcome back. Hello, Ahmed from Ghana. Welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to have you here. Jen, thank you for the rose. Appreciate you. 555 is a really good indicator that there's imminent change coming soon in your life. The form in which that change arrives is left for you to intuit. But 555 usually means to get ready for big changes. Hello, Anna from Memphis. Welcome. Tani, thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. Ryan, thanks for the donuts. I appreciate that very much. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you all for being here tonight. Yeah, 444 is a great one. I always take that one to mean that I'm protected. My spirit guide team is on hand. And they usually send me that 444 to either let me know that I'm protected or, hey, I'm watching you. Now, I'm not completely familiar with all the angel numbers. I know 1111 is a good one of manifestation and positive change. And 1111 usually means that you're on the right path. And yes, everybody has spirit guides. Everybody has at least one spirit guide. A lot of us have more than one spirit guide. And when we come down here, or I should say, before we come down here to Earth, it's like we said, Earth is like a big school. Learn all kinds of lessons here. We grow our souls here on Earth. 555 is the one that means that change is coming, imminent change. Before we come here on Earth, we have spirit guides that we work with over the course of lifetimes. And they can be very old friends, but they're very highly advanced souls that volunteer to help us and guide us, as the name implies, while we're down here on Earth. And although we can't outwardly hear them, though some people with the fine-tuning abilities can hear them, they sometimes come to us in dreams. They leave us signs and symbols. They can appear to us in meditation. If we're just sensitive enough, we can feel their energy and we can talk to them. As Pancake Waffles just said, all you have to do is be open to the experience and communicate to your spirit guides, because your spirit guides are there at all times, and they want to work with you. They'd love to have a relationship with you in this lifetime, because we often come down here and we forget. We forget a lot of things. We forget about our truly divine and spiritual nature. We forget about our spirit guides. We forget about a lot of things. Yeah, I could show you my rings. There you go. So your spirit guides definitely have lived. We're going really deep down the rabbit hole, aren't we? Your spirit guides definitely have lived lifetimes before on Earth. So technically anybody that's living is like deceased, because we've all lived lifetimes. You don't have to believe this. I'm just sharing my beliefs with you guys. You guys are totally okay to have differing beliefs or form your own conclusions. Froggy, thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful for you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I apologize if I can't read all these chat messages, because they're flying by. But everyone has spirit guides. Kind of like our chaperone for being down here on Earth. There are meditations that you can look up and do to help meet your spirit guide and communicate with them. Really gentle, guided meditations that you can take part in. One of my best friends, who's usually on here, I don't think she's here tonight, the Astral Angel, is a hypnotherapist, and she's actually led people in guided meditations to meet our spirit guides. So it's funny that a lot of you guys are very interested in your spirit guides tonight. Well, howdy there, partner. I'm wearing a hat and a mustache. Sorry about that. If anybody gives me a hat and a mustache tonight, I have to talk in a southern accent. I do apologize, but it kind of goes with the gift. You're not old enough to subscribe to me? Okay. By the way, yes, what is Spirit Pond? I have a YouTube channel where I have Reiki healing videos and sound baths and things, little techniques like energy shielding and little like aura cleansing videos and things like that. The YouTube channel is called Spirit Pond, and you can find that link in my bio on my link tree. Thank you, Tom Fonz, for the cat paws. I appreciate all your guys' energy, such wonderful energy tonight. What about social connection? What about social connection? We should do a live together and you do Reiki and we both talk about the spirit world. I'd be very down to do that, Ryan. That sounds like a great idea. Because I'd be happy to bring you on to the live stream and have you share what you know and share your perspectives. I think that could be a very fun evening. That means I'm going to have to start making a schedule for these lives. How can we know who really does Reiki and who doesn't do and who just does ASMR? Well, hopefully they're very open about it on TikTok. How do you become a Reiki master? There is a process that you go through, and traditional Reiki, which I've learned, which is Usui Reiki, which is in the most traditional style, which was taught by Usui Mikao, the founder, to his students in Japan. Hi, Beth. I am a Gemini sun, I am a Leo moon, and I'm an Aries rising. So what I learned from Reiki comes in 3 levels, traditionally level 1, 2, and then master teacher. And there's an attunement process, or in Japanese, they call it a reiju, which is a spiritual blessing. So when learning Reiki, not only are you taught how to treat people, how to send Reiki to different places and bless things, you're taught symbols, but my goodness, thank you, Roman, for the 45 roses. Much love, thank you. But also in learning Reiki, you're attuned, and this is a process that was passed down from Usui Reiki. Melody, I've only gone through Usui Reiki, but more recently I've considered branching out. I know Holy Fire is an attractive form of Reiki that I wouldn't mind dabbling in. But as I was saying, each Reiki master should be able to trace their lineage back to our founder, Usui Mikao, by the way of reijus and attunements, because Usui Mikao attuned his students. He received Reiki directly from source, and he attuned his students, blessed them with the ability to channel Reiki, and so on. It's been passed down. So, and I do believe in soulmates. Although I believe soulmates can be family, they can be really close friends, they can be lovers, but it's not limited to romantic soulmates. There are definitely people that I believe that we're in the same soul group with, because as spiritual beings, we're all at different levels of development, right? Some of us are all, up here, some people are down there, but it's really like, it doesn't mean it's bad or no one's better off or worse than the other. It just means we're growing at different stages. We're learning lessons at our own pace. So we do have soulmates that are in our same soul family, our same soul group, that are kind of like almost like learning pods, and we kind of go down together and keep meeting up, and we're very closely aligned with these souls. I know one of my soulmates is my best friend Brian, who I've been spending a lot of time with because unfortunately his 2 dogs passed away recently. But he's one of my soulmates. He's an amazing human being. And I knew without a doubt, like when I first met him, like 10 plus years ago, that there was like some kind of otherworldly connection. I was like, I met this dude before. His energy is just so familiar, and it was just like we fell into it, like we, have been doing this for lifetimes. And that's kind of how you know soulmates. Advice by Alex, thank you for the roses. Husker Girl Forever, thank you for the hand hearts. And I apologize if I missed a lot of questions or comments. If you really want me to answer, you can repeat it. Don't feel bad about repeating your question. And thank you all for being here with me tonight and helping me create this sacred healing space. You guys are wonderful. I do believe in twin flames too, but I'm a little mixed on that. I'm from New York originally in this lifetime. I appreciate you guys who have checked out Spirit Pond. You guys make me so happy. Thank you, Seam 360, the Spiritualized for the roses. Hey, Angel Cat, I am going to play some 528 hertz tonight. Hey, Cat, when we closed at our AA meeting, as my partner's hand touched mine the first time, it felt like home. I knew then he was going to play a big part in my story. That's amazing. I love that. You know, it's like you've known each other for lifetimes, you know? Advice by Alex, congrats on getting attuned to level 2 Reiki this month. Did I ever work in the East Village? I've never worked in New York City, no. And I do have some memories of past lives, because a lot of times they come back to me in dreams. And particularly traumatic ones have come back to me in dreams. Thank you, Kurisma, for the finger hearts. And I bet, Alex, you're really excited about it. I was really excited when I had my level 2. Of course, after I went through it, specifically the level 1, I had a lot of healing reactions. But when I say Source Anna, yes, I do mean God. Without putting too specific of a name on it, but that creator source, that beautiful universe, that energy from which we all come from, yet we all simultaneously are one with, and so is everything around us. Ryan, I'd love to hear that story. Wow. The only times my arms get tired is if I'm doing like a brain massage Reiki, because then I'll keep my hands here. And after about 20-30 minutes, they start getting tired. Wow. Share Caliph, thank you for the gold mine. Much love. Thank you. Someone had asked the difference between Reiki and quantum in terms of healing. I must confess I don't know a lot about quantum healing, so I can't really speak to that. Chat's just flying by. So I'm going to bring out our first frequency actually tonight. And we're going to start with some 528 hertz. And I picked 528 tonight mainly because my solar plexus has been a bit overactive. It's really good for the solar plexus. There's also a great frequency for healing tissues and cells, as well as healing DNA, regenerating cells, lifting up cell energy, filling us with inspiration and creativity, as well as giving us some really good restorative dreams and sleep. 528 hertz, also called the love frequency or the miracle tone. It's a very healing frequency. I'm going to play a little bit for you guys. Hey, Suncumber. Nice to see you again. And what I like to do when I listen to these frequencies is breathe them in. Breathe in the frequency. Feel our body resonating, vibrating with the frequency of 528. It's all good, Pancake Waffles. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to you. You have recurring dreams about being a monk and also an English woman in World War II. Is that past lives? Absolutely could be. I can't tell you for sure whether or not that's a past life, but you deep down, awakening your intuition, you will know because your higher self already knows everything. listening to this frequency at work today. It's really cool. Hello, Plush World. Hello, Court Angel. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, so 528, being that it does connect with the stomach, and it does connect with the solar plexus. The solar plexus kind of ties into our gut health and our stomach health. So this is great if you're having some stomach or gut issues. Bob Duggett never fails. Love you, Bob. It's all good, Anna. I try to answer them to the best of my ability. If I don't know something, well, we can look it up together. Because I definitely believe in asking questions, but I also believe in doing research and coming to your own conclusions. So that's part of the fun. You know, if you have questions about something, you do some digging, you read some stuff from several different sources, and you kind of like, whatever resonates with you, you take, you know? I've been practicing Reiki since, I want to say, late August of 2020. So I guess something like around 2.5 years. All good, Coffee Bean Wolf. Thanks for coming. You guys are so kind. Feeling sleepy is totally natural. Burping is a form of releasing. That's totally cool. Nicole, thank you for the finger heart. Welcome. Any kind of bodily functions without getting too rude or crude. Burping and sneezing and passing gas. These are all forms of release that can absolutely accompany an energy healing. The High Priest of Dune. I appreciate you, Teachable Traveler. Thank you for being here, sharing this space with us. So I read about a Reiki master on Instagram back in 2020. It was serendipitous because I recently got let go of my job at SpaceX during COVID, quite suddenly and unexpectedly. And I was on Instagram scrolling, and I found a story about a Reiki master from Japan who would use his gifts to help spirits cross over in places where they were trapped. And the story was so inspirational to me because I had a long-standing love and affinity for paranormal investigations and ghost hunting and things like that since I was very young. And I thought, wow, how marvelous is it? Because I knew about ghosts and spirits, and I knew how, sucky it must be to be trapped between worlds, unable to cross over. And I thought it was just really cool that someone was out there helping these trapped souls cross over so they could continue on with their journey. It was very inspiring to read. And this author was initiated, went through an attunement, and was taught by this master, and he described his personal accounts with Reiki and how it transformed his life, and I was just like, wow. And that's kind of what set me on the path. I love Jesus too. He's a great guy. Is intuition and spirit guides the same thing? So you can receive messages from your spirit guides in that way, where it kind of comes as like a nudge or a gut feeling, but you also feel it from your higher self, your intuition. When you open up your third eye, when you're strengthening and awakening your intuition, you're connecting to your higher self. your higher self that is infinite, which is you. You're not separate from your higher self. When I say you, we typically refer to the you inhabiting the body, the you with the brain, the ego you, the identity that's formed when we're alive here on earth in these bodies. It's an identity. But the limitless you, who has known many, many different identities, many bodies, many lifetimes, that infinite you that knows everything already, that's the one you're tapping into with your intuition. There's actually 3, not only Jesus, I found out with what I do. What was that in reference to, Ryan? I'm sorry. Thank you, Mopar Babe. Thank you so much. Are there frequencies that help with coughing? I'll research that, but don't want to leave the live. I appreciate you. I would recommend a 741 hertz frequency, because 741 hertz works with the throat chakra already, connects to the throat chakra, and is really great for removing toxins and removing negativity from the body. It's good for like a toxin flush, kind of a toxin flush right there, down to the watering hole. Forgive me. Thank you, Casserole, for the hat and the mustache. Hi, Mandy. A frequency for manifesting a new job. You need change. You know, I will say this. I do have a YouTube video. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, Spirit Pond, the link is in my bio. I have a video that is kind of like a little guided Reiki session just for manifesting your goals. And I specifically talk about whether you're manifesting a new job or a career or new love in your life. Check out that video, because it's a Reiki video designed to empower your goals with Reiki energy. And I invite you to write your goals down and focus and make an affirmation. I appreciate you, Casserole. Not using a Yeti microphone, I'm using a Rode microphone. Someone's saying they only believed in Jesus. There's 3 that are universal, not just Jesus. I believe that Jesus is one of many ascended masters. Yes. Thank you, Coffee Bean Wolf. But again, that's why I always say I believe, because I'm not trying to push my beliefs on anyone or challenge anyone's spiritual beliefs. It's not what I'm here to do. Who are the other 2 masters? Anything to help a grieving mom when panic sets in. 396 hertz is really good for releasing fear and anxiety. Connects to our root chakra. Hey, Lando Music, what's up, dude? That's my best friend Richard there. Lando Music. We actually became Reiki masters together at the same time. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Richard, for coming through. So 396 is really great for releasing fear and anxiety. Connects with the root chakra, and I'll play that one for you right now so you could test it out. What was it like my first time practicing Reiki? It was honestly very transformative and empowering, because all at once I could feel this wonderful, boundless, limitless divine love pouring through me, straight from source, filling me and filling the space I was in. There was so much of it, and I was just enveloped in this overwhelmingly peaceful, most serene sensation of divine love, and I felt so protected. It definitely helped transform me in a lot of ways. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing, and I'm sorry that I'm missing a lot of your messages. There's so much going on, but thank you everyone for being here. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Since Lando Music is here, my best friend Richard, I will gently remind everyone that this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, Lando Music and I are going to be doing something a little different on TikTok Live that we started up a couple weeks ago. We're going to be doing a little acoustic music concert and playing some Guess That Song games with you guys. If you guys want to come by and see us let our hair down, although Richard's hair is a lot shorter than mine, if you guys want to come by and see us let our hair down on Saturday at 3 p.m. I'll be posting about that event tonight. What was that question? What is this frequency? That was 396 hertz that I was just playing. Do you know how to break out of a derealization mindset? I am so sorry. Could you explain derealization to me just a little bit? Because my brain is fumbling just a little bit. Thank you so much, Maluani. Welcome. You guys are amazing people. Hello, Jen. I haven't changed the emotes yet. Those sub-only emotes. I appreciate you guys subscribing to me so much. By the way, I will mention, if you are new here, Tuesdays and Thursdays are exclusive sub-only chat nights, and Friday nights I live stream on my YouTube channel, Spirit Pond. When you feel like everything around you isn't real, derealization, that's an interesting feeling, because it's a very subjective feeling, because at the end of the day, like, everything around us, like, what is real? How do we define what real is? Kind of goes back to that movie The Matrix, right? Where it's like, if we can see it, if we can touch it, taste it, if it has a smell, if it's a solid object, does that make it real? Or is real just defined by sensory inputs that reach our brain? What really makes it real? These are things that I think about a lot. I don't want to go too deep into any rabbit holes for anyone, but I do feel like we're living in a big simulation. So, I mean, what is the third dimension, really? It's kind of like a playground for us, because we are advanced spiritual beings coming down here in these somewhat primordial bodies to learn these lessons, you know? So we're here, and like I said, Earth is like a school. Our guides in the universe is lining up lessons for us, having us meet people, having us go through struggles and challenges, all for our soul's education. Also, we can vibrate higher and ascend to higher dimensions. But at the end of the day, when we come down to the third dimension, we understand that everything is energy, everything is vibrations and frequency, and even the things that we perceive to be solid are in fact moving and vibrating. You can start understanding the stories of monks who are able to put their hand through solid rock, materialize through matter. All those stories of monks who can meditate and form a perfect flower in front of them. After many days of meditation, they're able to materialize it out of thin air. I believe in reincarnation. Yes. Hey, Angel, welcome. I'm not trying to force my beliefs or push them on anyone. It's all about love at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what we believe in, as long as we know it's all about love and being good to one another. But yes, I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe that we choose our paths before we come down here. I believe that before we come down here, we work with our spirit guide team and we kind of like come up with a rubric, a plan for our life, how it's going to go, the people we're going to meet, the lessons that we're going to learn, and we kind of plan out the things that we want to overcome, the challenges we want to work on with this lifetime. And then when it's over, I mean, we go down, we forget just about everything, we struggle to remember, we try to apply what we've learned, and at the end we come back and we evaluate. We keep getting better. How do you recommend someone who's starting to meditate, someone who has a non-stop thought process? By the way, Gabby, thank you so much for the tiny diny. Hey Gianna, you're not late, welcome. Remind you to get a new team. Oh no. So what I would recommend to someone who's trying to meditate, but they're having a very non-stop thought stream, is to maybe try meditating while walking, or meditating with your eyes open first. Instead of just trying to close your eyes and quiet down the mind, try to have your eyes open and try to focus and bring yourself into the present moment. So you can kind of shake yourself out of that thought stream. Because the goal isn't necessarily to overcome your thoughts or quiet them, but it's to remember in meditation that you are the one who experiences the thoughts. You're the one who observes them. You're not your thoughts. So as you meditate, and as you bring yourself into the present moment, which you can do with your eyes awake, there are many techniques you can do to practice mindfulness. But as you bring yourself into the present moment, you will still experience this stream of thoughts, but you will become aware, more intimately aware of your thoughts and where they're coming from. And as the one observing them, or as the one having them, there are techniques that you can use as you become further along to help you dissipate those thoughts. But really, you're not trying to stop them. You don't want to get wrapped up in them, but you observe them and you let them flow. You don't really try to force anything in meditation. I appreciate all the questions, guys. Oh yeah, Gabby, walking at night when it's still outside. And the moon's overhead and the stars are out. Especially if you go out during that, what we call that psychic quiet time, when most people are sleeping. Hello, Aiden. I appreciate you, Ryan. That is beautiful, living on a lake. That is so wonderful. I think I would like to ideally live on a lake or a river, something like that. Because I love hiking into the woods when the weather's warmer and just standing barefoot in a stream, or just feeling that beautiful energy of running water. And I like frogs a lot too. Frogs are cool. We're going to do a little selenite sweeping now. I like to take out my selenite wands and send some Reiki through them to help us sweep away any residual energies or psychic debris that we can let go of, that's not serving us, that's cluttering up our aura. Tonight's Reiki, we're using 528 Hertz. We're kind of working on digestive health and gut issues, but still always spending time releasing that which no longer serves us. And yeah, res unity, wherever you have any stuck energy, set that intention to let it go. If it is in the third eye, that's great. Thanks, Gabby, for the telescopes. My YouTube name is Spirit Pond, and the link is in my bio, in my link tree. Thank you, TJ2 Truthful, for the 8 mate teas. If I were to drink all those at once, my heart would probably just go pop. 8 mate teas? I'll never get to sleep. Thank you. Yeah, the YouTube channel's name is Spirit Pond, and I'm slowly endeavoring to make it a complete library of Reiki healings for a wide variety of situations. Thank you, Christy. Hello, welcome. The selenite really does have this lightning feeling. I imagine the selenite working much like a repulsive magnet, you know, where it's like if there's any negativity, if there's any disharmony, the selenite is just going to repel it and just push it away. So yeah, that's basically one of the functions of selenite. It's an extremely high vibrating stone. It connects with our upper chakras, and it's really great for clearing any negative energies or any disharmony in our body, in our aura, in our space. It doesn't need to be charged. It doesn't need to be cleansed. And you could actually pair selenite with other stones to cleanse and charge them. Another great use of selenite is putting it by a window or putting it over a door to kind of keep out any negative energy. And it's really great to use this to kind of sweep your aura with, you know. And I'll literally take selenite before the session and I'll just sweep my arms. I'll sweep my hair with selenite, and I'll just kind of go down my back, just sweeping. My favorite way to cleanse crystals is using smoke, but also selenite. I have a big selenite dish that most of my crystals sit in. Yeah, it does work over doors. You could bring some selenite to work. You can literally put it anywhere, like a little tower of it, anywhere you need to just kind of repel negativity and raise the vibration a little bit. Selenite's really great for that. It's also really great for helping you develop your intuition and helping you connect with your spirit guide team and your higher self. But don't take my word for it. I encourage you guys to do your own research. If you're feeling called to use selenite, look up the healing properties of selenite and see what speaks to you. You can wear selenite like a necklace. The one thing to keep in mind about selenite, because it's in the gypsum family of crystals, along with satin spar and desert rose. If you get it wet, it will start to deteriorate. That's why selenite most often forms in like desert and dry climates, because when it gets exposed to water and moisture, it tends to like break down. Black tourmaline is also really great, and that's another stone we're going to use tonight. I'm sorry about that, Alana. Such a talkative bunch tonight. I love it. One of the great things about coming on here and doing these Reiki live streams is just getting to connect with all of you and to kind of remind me and remind all of us that we are sharing this journey together and we are like one big soul family. And once you get to that point where you can look at people around you, see the God in them, see the divine in them, the same divine that's in you, that same spark, perceive that same beautiful soul, you start realizing that we're all like one big family. And you can really feel that connection that we share. So that's one of the great things about Reiki, is it reminds us that we're all beautifully connected, because this energy, which is essentially divine, unconditional love, travels so easily between all of us, instantaneously, intuitively to wherever it's needed most. And so too are we all connected to each other. For us to all share a space like this and feel each other's energy, feel lifted up and be inspired and connect, to be put at ease, to just feel at home. And yet we're all separated by so much distance. It's a wild thought, you know? I love it. That's right, Kat. We all have the God spark in us. It does get clouded sometimes, and we forget that we're divine beings when we come down here, because we live in a very material world. You know, and our society that we live in isn't exactly geared towards reminding us that we're spiritual beings. Our society is more geared towards, you know, consumption and celebrities and things, which I'm not saying is necessarily bad, but anything in excess is definitely not good. So it's just important to remember that everything is connected, that you are a divine being in a human body. Don't forget that. You are a truly limitless, multi-dimensional, spiritual being that's highly evolved, vibrating at such a high frequency that you have to forget who you are just to come down here to be in these bodies. Never forget how awesome you truly are. And once you realize that, although there are certain physical limitations, you truly can do anything you set your mind to. You are a master manifester of the world around you. Can I talk about the beginnings of my awakening? Absolutely. Res Unity, I manifested me getting abducted by aliens and them giving me the power of mind control, and by the way, it worked. That's interesting. But the story, I have watched What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. It's a very sweet movie. So many years ago, I just started noticing randomly that my dreams weren't typical, that I was living these like lifetimes, and they were very vivid in different bodies, and a lot of times they would recur, and they would kind of tell like parts of a story. Like I'd have a dream where I'd be living this life and I'd be doing X, Y, and Z, and then I'd have a dream where it was like continuing the story, and it was kind of like telling the story of a lifetime. You know what I mean? And it started many years ago. And I was just wondering what these dreams meant. And someone kind of clued me in. They're like, I think you're remembering different lifetimes. And it was a hard concept for me to grasp, because I like the idea of reincarnation. But it's one thing to entertain the idea, and it's another thing to experience it personally on a level that's so transformative that it just shakes you to your core. And I guess that's where it started with the dreams. Your greatest dream is to step back into energy healing full time, this time bringing in abundance. I love that. You can do it. So I believe that sometimes we get these dreams remembering our past lives because there might be something particularly traumatic that we need to go through and re-experience. Talking like that. Thanks for the hat and mustache there, Wattis Will. Making me talk in a southern accent. Have I read the book The Everlasting? Those dreams sound amazing. I have not read that book, The Everlasting. But if you have a book suggestion for me, you can DM a book suggestion to me. I'll take a look at it. So I might not remember. I have not read the Celestine Prophecy. No, I'm not familiar with that either. Right now, we're going to break out a little black tourmaline. Your first memory, you're looking at stars. I can remember it so clearly. Oh, that's beautiful. You're moving through space. It was crazy. Oh, I like that very much. So we're going to use some black tourmaline now, because black tourmaline is really great. It's soaking up negativity and disharmony and grounding it. It's really great for relieving us of anxiety, any worries. And I use this stone almost every session because it is so versatile and it's so important. I feel it's so important to remember to ground and release those excess energies every day so that we're not carrying it around with us throughout our week. Thank you, Res Unity. I love you too. Any excess energies, and I'll tell you guys, like as we go about our lives, and it's a theme for a lot of my healings, but as we go about our lives, we pick up a lot of excess energy from people, places, and situations, and if we don't intentionally ground that energy, it can become stuck in our body or in our aura and leave us feeling off balance. Thank you so much, Laura. I appreciate you. Sometimes I do get overwhelmed with what's happening in the world, but I know that everything in the end is going to be okay, and sometimes things need to get worse before they get better. You know? We are a collective consciousness. When you think about it, we all are one. This Reiki healing is for the collective. We are a collective consciousness. Collectively, we need to learn lessons. Collectively, as a soul family, we need to grow and evolve and overcome. And sometimes that requires tough lessons and tough challenges. And maybe bad things have to happen for us to finally wake up and do what needs to be done for change. Whatever that looks like. My personal belief is our current society is very sick. I believe the people, I don't want to say more than that because I don't want to get shadow banned, but I'll just say that we live in a really rough society. And all we can do is remember that it's all about love and to just be kind to one another. And just remember, just like Jesus said, to love your neighbor as yourself, because the love you project outwards is a reflection of the love you have inwards. And just remembering that everyone is you. Basically, we're all one. We're all soul beings in bodies. You can see yourself in other people because we're all going through very similar struggles, and remembering that and learning to love one another as we love ourselves is infinitely important. life-changing stuff. Remembering to express gratitude for all that we have and all that we're manifesting, because gratitude automatically raises our vibration and aligns us with abundance and aligns us with receiving more. I do have 2 Moldavite rings. I really love Moldavite. That stone was black tourmaline. And we're just going to use a little bit of this Caribbean calcite. Caribbean calcite is a really great stone for helping us with our spiritual transformation. Caribbean calcite is really great for helping us realize our limitless nature, just like the limitless blue waters in the ocean. Caribbean calcite is really great at helping us awaken to our infinite nature. Helps us align with our highest timeline, and it's great for developing our intuition and psychic gifts. I love black tourmaline too. So just sending a little bit of Reiki through this Caribbean calcite. I love the way this stone feels. This stone feels like when you jump in the ocean. It's cool and refreshing, immediately cleansing and invigorating. Love it. You felt that description of the stone? Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you, Love Infinity. Appreciate you. We're going to seal in all that Reiki healing now. My little brass singing bowl. And if you can, for a moment, just place your hand over your heart. Breathe this frequency into your heart center and feel it glowing. This brilliant shade of green, so full of love. Feel this frequency connecting with your heart, vibrating to the same rhythm. And as you breathe, just let that love spread outwards. Feel that green light in the center of your chest spreading outwards, slowly, throughout your body. Moving along your arms and legs to the very tips of your toes and fingers, all the way up your neck to the very top of your head. This beautiful love, this green light, all vibrating at this frequency. And just remember, you are loved always. You are limitless. Everything that you have ever been seeking can already be found within you. Happiness, true love, all of these come from within. Just remember that. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Rory Peaton, thank you so much for coming. I'm actually just wrapping up tonight, but if you'd like to come by tomorrow, I'll be here. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Tomorrow night, yes, tomorrow night is going to be a sound bath. So if you guys want to come by tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be doing a special sound bath for you guys. It'll be sub-only chat again. Friday, I'll be on my YouTube channel at 9 p.m. Eastern doing a Reiki healing there. So if you guys want to check me out at Spirit Pond, I'd be so grateful. The link is there in my bio. And then Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing something a little off the cuff. I'll be doing a live acoustic guitar concert with my best friend Lando Music, who was here earlier. So check me out on Saturday. But for now, guys, please drink lots of water, be gentle with yourselves, get lots and lots of rest, and have the most pleasant dreams ever. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of my heart. I love you. I hope you have the best night ever. And until next time, good night.